Hey everyone, it's Shane from the New Loud here, and I wanted to make a video about Vibram shoes. I love my Vibram shoes. I've been wearing Vibram shoes for almost 2 years now. I got my first pair in 2009 in July for my birthday, and I've been wearing them pretty much every day since. The first pair I got, which I still have, is the KSOs. My friend Elizabeth just bought her first pair about a couple weeks or a month ago or something, and left me a comment on Facebook asking me how she cleans these stinky toe shoes. So this is a video about Vibram shoes and about how to clean your shoes when they get smelly. The first step of cleaning your Vibram shoes is to remove your Vibram shoes. That might seem like an obvious step, but these shoes are so comfortable that ever since I've been wearing them, I've just wanted to wear them all the time. So the first thing you have to do is take them off. Shoes that you're seeing me in are the KSOs. The straps kind of broke, like, I want to say about 8 months ago, and I've just been wearing them without the straps since. The seams have ripped, I've re-sewed them. The soles are intact, and everything about the shoe still functions without the straps. These are the shoes that I'm going to show you the cleaning procedure with. So the first thing, take off the shoes. To clean your Vibram shoes, you're going to need a few things. First thing you're going to need is a gallon of vinegar. It can be whatever kind of vinegar is the cheapest vinegar. This I got at the grocery store. It was like 99 cents or $1 something for a gallon. Cheap stuff is fine. The next thing you need is a Ziploc bag, gallon-sized Ziploc bag. Yay! I think this is a freezer bag, but I don't think it matters. Ooh, ooh. Third thing you're going to need is any kind of soap. I'm going to use this Dial hand soap. You could probably use bar soap or dish soap or laundry soap. Any of those will work. So the first thing you're going to want to do is wash the shoes with just the regular soap. Just get them wet. Oh, the fourth thing you need is water. I think everyone has that, so you don't need to prepare that. And then you just, put some soap on them. I do this, I run in the mud and grass with these things on, wear them all the time, walk, bike, whatever. So they're like, besides just the smell, they're actually like dirty, like there's chunks of mud and stuff. So the first thing you want to do is just wash the shoes and rinse them a couple times. They're pretty durable, they can take a beating. I never put mine in the washer. I don't know, it seems like a little too rough. But I'm sure there's other people that have had good success with that. Maybe if they're watching this YouTube video and you use a machine washer to wash your Vibrams, you could let us know how it works and if you're having problems with them like disintegrating or anything. Yeah. So first thing, wash the shoes, rinse up all the soap. Like, in the case of these shoes, I'll probably have to soak them up 2 times before the next step because they're pretty dirty and nasty. I don't know if you can see the sink. It's all like brown with mud and stuff. I think the last time I washed these was a couple weeks ago or something like that. After you wash the shoes, you want to wring them out best as possible to get all the excess water out. I think that would be best. I don't have to be like super ridiculously dry, but you can at least give them a good wringing. I don't know how the other Vibrams are. I have a pair of Flows too. I really like the KSOs because the Flows are a little bit harder. They don't, they're not as elastic with your foot. They don't fit your foot as well as the KSOs do. But here in Wisconsin, shit gets cold, and so I bought the Flows because they have kind of an insulated material, and I wore those all winter. I don't think I would be able to wear the KSOs in the winter. or at least not for long periods of time. The next step, you got your shoes like washed with soap and wrung out a bit. You put them both in the freezer bag. Depending on what kind of Vibram shoes and what size, mine are men's 41. And both of my shoes fit in this bag. Even the flows, which are a little bit more, slightly more rigid, fit in one freezer bag. I imagine if you had bigger feet, you might have to might fold them up or something like that. Pretty sure you could still fit them in one bag. If not, maybe you need 2 bags. Then after you got them in the freezer bag, what you need to do is you fill the whole bag as much as possible with the vinegar. And like I said, this is just like cheap dollar vinegar. You don't need any ridiculously expensive stuff. Sometimes you can get away with using about a half gallon, depending on how your shoes fit in the bag. If you just squeeze out all the air of the bag, it makes the vinegar surround your shoes, even though the bag isn't totally filled with vinegar. That way you can save half of a gallon of vinegar for the next time your shoes are dirty. I'd say I'm cleaning my shoes once they start really getting nasty, which I want to say is about a month or 2 after you've had them. I clean my shoes about once every 2 weeks like this. So now they're in the bag, completely covered with the vinegar, and then you just the next step is you just leave them sit overnight in this bag of vinegar, and you Ziploc it closed so it doesn't smell up your whole house. So it's the next day. I let my Vibram Fivefinger soak in the Ziploc bag filled with vinegar overnight. And the next couple steps are the last steps. All you do is you just obviously empty the bag into a sink, since it's vinegar and it smells. Maybe rinse off the shoes a little bit. Rinse off the excess vinegar. Wring them out, and then just let them air dry. To do that, first we wring them out real good, get the excess water out of them. And I usually air dry mine in front of a box fan on a towel. And there we go. I just kind of set them down on the towel in front of this box fan, crank it up, and your shoes should be clean as soon as they're dry. They might smell a little bit vinegary, like for the first day or something, but that'll just air out. Yeah. And so there it is. That's the steps I take to clean my Vibram Fivefingers. It works out well. It's super cheap. Like I said, the bottle of vinegar is about $1, and if you can get 2 uses out of it, it's like 50 cents each. It usually lasts me about, I want to say a couple weeks at least. The other thing that you could do that I'd recommend is just getting a second pair of Vibrams. Like, I bought those flows, and so I switch off and let each shoe kind of air dry, you know, if they're sweaty or something like that. That way it way decreases the amount of washing that I have to do. When I just had the KSOs, I was washing them a lot more because they were the only shoes that I had. So yeah, I'd recommend getting a second pair of Vibrams, or maybe even a third pair, and switching off, and then yeah, then just follow the cleaning procedures. And my KSOs, although the straps have ripped off and there's you know, some of the stitching has ripped, I've re-sewed the stitching. I've still been using them for almost 2 years now. So hope you guys liked the video. Hope it helped. Hope it answered questions. I had these questions when I bought the shoes. Yeah, I remember the first couple months I had the shoes, I tried to wash them with soap and stuff like that, but after a while they just got so smelly. Even after washing them, I could wash them with soap and then immediately later they would just stink. And I'd get to the point where I could smell the shoes like standing up, like from the ground. They would smell so bad. So hope this helped. Works for me. Check it out. Let me know if it works for you guys.